What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel and you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. Today I wanted to talk about third round draft pick offensive tackle Delmar Glaze out of the University of Maryland. To me, this pick was the biggest curveball of the draft for Tom Telesco, and I was just overall very curious to see what type of player he is, where he excels and where he struggles at. And today I just wanted to jump into the film and analyze his overall game. So without further ado, let's jump right into the tape. Now on this first rep, he gets beat off the edge with speed, and the defensive end swats the hands down right here. Overall loses on this rep in my opinion. Here he does a good job though in the run game. He's able to use the long arms of his to his advantage and then drives back his man. Even though it didn't go for big yards this play, I just liked how he looked overall in this rep. Here in pass protection, he loses initially off the line. The defensive line gets his hands on his chest, but I just like how he recovers. He's able to re-anchor and just wins his one-on-one matchup, which gives the quarterback just enough time to throw this touchdown. Here he gets beat by a speed rusher once again. Looks like he tries to beat him to the spot on the outside, and the defensive end is just able to beat him to the inside with a stutter move. I mean, ideally, you never want this to happen as an offensive tackle. You never want to get beat to your inside shoulder. The closest distance to a quarterback is a straight line. And typically when you get beat in the inside like that, now your quarterback is screwed more times than not. At least when you lose to the outside, it gives the quarterback a chance and an opportunity to step up. So I definitely didn't like to see this. Now on this next rep, he does a lot better against number 11, shows a good ability to move out, forces him to try and go around, and then this time is able to get his hands on him and just win the rep overall. But on this next rep, he gives up a quarterback pressure off the edge. He struggles against speed once again, especially when he can't get his hands on him initially off the line. Once again loses in pass protection, and once again he's gonna get beat to the inside and he gives up a quarterback sack. He doesn't take the best angle off of the snap. He needs to protect the inside a lot more and just force him to go to the outside. He also just loses the hand battle again, and this results in a sack. This time he does much better job though on this matchup in pass protection. He's able to get his hands on his man, makes him go to the outside, which allows the quarterback to step up and throw for a first down. Here in this game, we got him at left tackle once again, and here we got a really solid rep against the run. He's able to get his hands on his man and just drives him back and just creates a nice hole for the running back to run through. Another good rep against the run. Here he gets involved in a combo block with the left guard, and then he just knows when to move to the next level and picks up the defensive back, and he just helped create another good running lane for his back. Here on this pass blocking rep, he has to pick up the defensive lineman on a stunt, and here he gets his hands swatted and loses at the point of attack. He isn't able to get his hands on him and use his strength to his advantage. He gets beat with speed off the edge. Now luckily the quarterback gets this off quickly, but just another example of him struggling to recover. If he doesn't win initially off the line and get his hands on you. Now on this rep, he doesn't give up a sack or anything like that, but I just don't like how he gets pushed back on this rep. He really gets bullied with the bull rush and just gets pushed back big time. On this rep against the pass, he does a really good job though. He holds up for a long time against his man. He's able to get his hands on his man's shoulder plates, and he really just has this guy completely locked down and completely dominates him throughout this rep. Here against the run, he is forced to pull to the right hand side. He displays solid athleticism and he does a really good job as a lead blocker on this rep. Once again, another rep of him getting pushed back and getting beat by the bull rush off the edge, and he's essentially forced into the lap of his quarterback, being backed up in their own end zone. Now in this one, I was finally able to get some tape of him playing right tackle. This is back against Ohio State in 2022, and here we see him at right tackle, and he just does a solid job in the run game off the combo block right here. Now in the run game, once again, he's able to get both hands on the defensive end's shoulder pads, does a good job creating a hole for the running back for a nice first down. Solid rep in pass protection right here. Number 9 tries to swat down his hands. It doesn't work, and he just forces him to go upfield and around, and he just follows him all the way through the rep and really gives him no chance to get after the quarterback. Overall, very good rep. Here is another great rep though against the run. Here he helps create a huge hole on the right hand side for his running back. Another solid rep in pass protection. I like the technique he displays here. Gets both hands on the defensive end and uses his long arms to his advantage. Good stuff. So overall, Raider Nation, with this pick in the 3rd round, like I said, it was definitely the biggest curveball of the draft for me. I think out of all the picks Telesco made, this one was probably the most critical one you can make, especially too just because I feel like we didn't get great value. Most people had him projected as like a 5th round talent. We ended up getting him in the 3rd round, and just overall his game, he's a bigger tackle. He is 6'4", 315 pounds, and he has really long arms, which a lot of times he was able to display and use to his advantage. But really what I see from his game overall, from an athletic standpoint, to me he's average. He really doesn't move that great. He's also not super slow, but you did see him lose a lot against speed rushers. And really what I saw from him is if he can win the hand battle, if he can get his hands on you initially off the line, then more times than not he does very well after that. He can use his long arms to his advantage. He has overall good strength. But when he doesn't do that, if he loses the hand battle, if he can't get a solid grasp on you, that's definitely where he can struggle. Now he is versatile in the fact that in college last season he played left tackle, but last season he did play at the right tackle spot, and really I think the right tackle position is the biggest position of need on this offensive line. We have a solid left tackle with Kolton Miller, so really this is where I'm going to judge him the most, is if he can produce at right tackle. Now just based on his current game, I don't really see him being a day 1 starter for us. I think he's gonna have to develop. To me, he definitely has some upside if he can just improve on his technique, and ideally he needs to get a little bit more athletic. In the NFL, you have to learn how to adapt against these speed rushers, and he's gonna have to figure out how to recover better when he can't win off the line. But the physical traits are there, and honestly with a 3rd round pick, to get a developmental guy who we're really not sure if he will be the right tackle for us moving forward, definitely not my favorite pick of this year's draft. I think the right tackle spot is still a big question mark. I mean, we still have Thayer Mumford, but everything seems to indicate that he may be tried out at the right guard position. I mean, we got a guy in Dalton Wagner who has insane physical traits as well, but is a guy who we just really haven't seen on the field, so we can't really be confident in him to be the full-time starter moving forward as well. So overall, that's what I see with Delmar Glaze's game. He has some things he needs to improve on, but if he can get his hands on you off the line, he typically did pretty well. And the one thing that did make me feel a little bit better was his tape at right tackle did look pretty solid. At the left tackle spot was where he kind of struggled a little bit more, and ideally for me, he's not going to play left tackle for us. But it is always nice to have a guy that has that type of experience, you know, just in case a guy like Kolton Miller goes down for a game or two. So the Raiders definitely have some versatility on the offensive line. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think of this guy's film. Are you guys excited with the pick? Do you think Tom Telesco made a good selection here? Let me know in that comment section down below. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that's all for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel and you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.